This is the one that Jeff wanted to try and I stole right out from under his nose because I know I'm starting to love these Northeasterns as much as he does. He loves me. That's what he's trying to say.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Trey.
Today we are in Torrance, California at Monkish Brewing, probably the epicenter of craft beer here in the South Bay. So I know I'm ready. You guys ready?
Let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer.
Alright guys, so the first beer here for me at Monkish is going to be Rose Tinted Glasses. This is 4.5%. It's a hibiscus and blood orange wheat ale. Sounded really interesting and they actually just released it today. I saw it on Instagram, so I knew I had to try it. So here goes the first beer. Cheers. So the aroma itself, you just get the lightest, smallest hint of hibiscus. Probably couldn't tell whether or not it was hibiscus or some other flower, but you definitely get that natural floral aroma. Now, once you dig into it, you're definitely getting like the grains and the malts from this wheat beer. It doesn't taste predominantly like blood oranges. It's quite faint. I may get a little bit on the finish, but for the most part, I'm getting a lot of that hibiscus flavor. I love it. It's really unique. It goes really great with this wheat ale. It's light, it's refreshing. This would be a great sitting on the porch as the sun's going down on a hot summer day and just unwinding with one of these. It's fantastic.
Alright guys, so first up for me is going to be the Feminist. It is a 9.4% triple with hibiscus. So 9.4% is their strongest beer here. Triples, obviously you're thinking those good syrupy, thick, sweet beers, and the hibiscus just will probably complement that perfectly. Nice reddish tint, can't wait to try it. Cheers. Okay, so a lot of beers that we try that are triples are really syrupy. They're like just sugar syrups that have a little bit of alcohol in them, really strong. This is not it at all. It's sweet, but it's balanced. You get that good hibiscus floral flavor, those like good herbal tea flavors, mixing well with the triple, and you just get these like harmonious dance across your tongue of beery, sweet, beery, hibiscuity, herbal tea goodness. And at 9.4%, this thing is a killer because it tastes like something probably half its size. I would expect it to be 5 or 6% if you told me that.
All right, guys. So up next we have Tape Deck, which is a wit beer, a German-style wit beer. I'm actually pretty excited about this one because I love beers that have orangey, zesty sort of flavors and aromas. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. It is a 5%, you know, sticking to that wit beer style. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Oh, okay. So very drinkable, only a 5%. A lot of orange. Get a little bit of coriander in there. Orange zest, orange peel. It's a very, very tolerable beer. This is one of those beers that, you know, before a NFL game or before a soccer game, you could probably pound a bunch of these. Like, it's super light, super refreshing, right to the point. orange zest, coriander, orange peel, lemon, that typical German style wit beer. Very, very good, very good.
All right, guys, so next up is a barrel-aged Saison called Interstellar Hitchhiker. It's got a great name. It's 5.3%. I'm not a huge fan of Saisons, but from what I hear, Monkish is a place to go for quality beers, so I wouldn't be surprised if I actually enjoy this one. Let's find out how it tastes. Cheers. All right, so right off the aroma, you're definitely getting a lot of tartness. You can actually smell the tartness. I definitely prefer the tart, fruity smell over the funky farmhouse, acidy, vinegary smell. What I will tell you is as soon as you dig into this, you get punched with flavor. I mean, man, this thing is jam-packed. The body is extremely robust. It's definitely really tart. The good news is when it comes to tart beers for me, typically I get my palate blasted. And after finishing one or maybe even two of these things, I can't get any flavor out of anything. But this actually has an extremely clean finish for being as tart as it is. It's not overdone. It's actually kind of mellow on the finish, which makes that strong punch of a body all more worth it.
All right, guys, so next up, I have the Fuk Jiggling Blend 3. This is their barrel-aged blended Saison, 6.3%, and I love my Saisons. This is apparently, they do a couple different blends with. This is their newest one, and I can't wait to try it. Sláinte. These guys is, ooh, wow. I don't know what kind of magic they have as far as their Saison making here. I had Jeff's earlier. I'm trying this one right now. It's magical. 6.3%. Their taste's delicious. They're balanced. It's a little, you know, bubbly than you'd expect for a Saison. But that being said, everything's there. The wild yeast, the flavors, all of it just blends really, really well. I like this one a lot. A lot, a lot. This is probably one of my favorite Saisons ever, hands down.
All right, guys, up next we have Knowledge and Peace. I'm loving the name, hoping I'm loving the beer. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. It is only it's a 5.3%. It is a Saison, so let's see what the verdict is. Oh, wow, very tart. If you've eaten or tried an Airhead before, this is like literally this in drink form. Like it's very, very tart, very sour. It almost reminds me of like a Berliner Weisse, or Weisse for you German fans out there. Like it's very tart. Oh. Flavor-wise, it almost tastes like a, honestly the only flavor I can compare it to is like a sour candy, maybe like lemon, a little bit of orange in there, very zesty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I guess if you like Saisons, this might be right up your alley.
All right, so the final beer on my list is called Jell-o's Jiggling. You heard that right, Jell-o's Jiggling. This is an 8% double IPA, and the best part is they brew it with some of my favorite hop varieties: Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, El Dorado, and Simcoe hops. Holy crap, that is a lot of different hops, but they're all in that fruity, tropical, citrusy realm. I'm stoked to try it. Enough talking. Time to get down and dirty with some Jell-o's Jiggling. Cheers. Wow. Now for 8%, there's no way that you could tell that this is 8%. The aroma has that tropical aroma, but it also still has a slight dankness to it. I'm not a huge fan of dankness, but if it's just subtle, it's not overpowering, it actually mixes beautifully with the beer. So it got me really excited. Then you dig into the body, and the actual body is extremely light. An 8% double IPA, I'm expecting a punch. A heavy, heavy body just blasted with hops. But that's not what you get. You actually get something very light, very smooth. It's got a very soft mouthfeel to it. And it's still got the tropical flavors in there. You're getting papaya, pineapple, guava, watermelon. I mean, you're getting just a basket of delicious tropical fruits. And right as the finish goes out, so does the bitterness. It's got one of the cleanest finishes of an 8% double IPA I've ever had. This is definitely something to look out for here at Monkish. Jell-o's jiggling, I'm a happy camper. Cheers.
All right, guys, last up for me is the Spock It. Their IPA with Galaxy hops, 6.8%. This is the one that Jeff wanted to try and I stole right out from under his nose because I know I'm starting to love these Northeasterns as much as he does. He loves me. That's what he's trying to say. Cheers, guys. I can't wait. It's an out-of-this-world taste. I don't know what they do with the Galaxy hop, but you keep on having it, and I just enjoy it more and more, and I fall in love with it more and more and more. This thing is like a luau in my mouth. Yes, and I said a luau in my mouth. You can put that in quotes. Luau in my mouth. Aloha. Aloha. Okay, like I said, it's a luau in my mouth. I'm getting pineapple, papaya, mango, all those great tropical flavors. It finishes clean. It's a little bitter, but not overtly so. I mean, I'm falling in love with this hop more and more by the day. And as everyone wants to say Spock It, I say live long and prosper.
All right, guys, this is the part of the video where we should probably roll out the red carpet. Very, very, very famous beer that Monkish brews up. I'm from the East Coast myself, so this is like a big homecoming to me. This is gonna be their bomb Atomically, the typical East Coast IPA. Big juice bomb, very juicy, a lot of fragrance. Like, I am super excited. I've never tried this beer, but I'm super excited. I've really been looking forward to this. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Oh, I give up. Cut the tape. Cut the tape. I give up. I give up. Peach, mango, papaya, pineapple, orange. Just, it's an absolute juice bomb, guys. This is a fruit cocktail. I kid you not. This is a Dole fruit cocktail in a glass. This is phenomenal. It's hazy, very New England style, East Coast. Oh my God, I feel like I'm back home. This is a phenomenal beer, guys. I hate to say, I'm not trying to discredit any other beers that, you know, Monkish makes, but wow, this is the typical East Coast style juice bomb IPA. This is where craft beer is headed, guys. This is the way. This is the way to the future. This is the part of the video where we're gonna put in some pixie dust, you know, we're gonna roll out the red carpet. This is amazing, guys, seriously. Hands down, one of the best beers I've ever had.
All right, guys, so now we've tried all the beers. It's time to do a little bit of a review. So we're gonna let you know which beers were our favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Trey. Trey, why don't you tell us what your favorite beer was?
All right, guys, as I mentioned before, I am from the East Coast, so I had to go with the homecoming beer. Like, I had to go with Bomb Atomically. You already know, juicy, fruity, just absolutely hazy, little bit of dankness, but your typical East Coast IPA, phenomenal beer. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 and 11 out of 10. Like, it's just unbelievable. Absolute juice bomb. The straight up napalm of juice bombs. Vietnam, circa 1968. Absolute juice bomb right here, guys. You heard it here first.
Too soon.
Too soon. Jeff, what do you think?
All right, guys, so it wasn't one of the ones that I chose, but that wasn't by choice, because someone swindled me. His name is Justin, and he knew I'm a huge fan of Galaxy hops. I went with Spock It. Now, that was, for me, it was a clear winner. The second I heard a Northeastern Style IPA with Galaxy hops, I knew I was gonna enjoy it no matter what. But when I dug my nose into this thing and then was able to take a sip of it, This tastes like a beer that somebody said, hey Jeff, we're gonna make a beer. What would you like us to make? Just tell us all your favorite stuff about a beer. And then they made this, and that's exactly what it is. And Spock is also a really awesome name. But damn, is this delicious. Packed with that galaxy hop flavor. So it's tropical, it's pineapple, it's guava, it's stone fruit. It's all the good stuff that I love out of the tropical hop varieties. And then on top of that, it's got a really light body and a really clean finish. It's still got a little bit of resin right at the end, but it still chills really nicely. All in all, I would say this is basically my favorite beer in a glass. I don't think that you can make a beer like this any better than what I'm having right now at Monkish. So I'm a happy camper. Thanks, Justin, for stealing my thunder. All right, you're up, man. What was your favorite beer?
All right, so I do love the Northeast IPAs, but I'm not going to go that way because I'm not going to fall for fads and the cool thing.
We're just hip kids. It's not our faults, right? Nope. We're just cool as fuck, man.
As delicious as those are, I want to highlight something that's a little bit different and that's more central to what Monkish is all about, those Belgian funky tardy beers. And that's why I picked the Fuk Jiggling, because this thing brings the funk. It's like George Clinton 3 days without showering. It's that funky. It is good. It is tasty. It brings everything that you want in a good saison without any of the vinegar, acidity, bad, danky stuff that you're thinking about it. Danky, what am I saying? It's not danky. It's acidy, it's vinegary, it's tart. It brings all that without any of the negative. It gives you the good without the bad. And this has to be probably the best saison I've had. It's that good. And that's what they're doing here at Monkish. They did classic Belgian style beers and they refined it to a next level. And that's exactly what the Fuk Jiggling is. That's why I highlighted it as my best. And as good as those two are, for my money, this is the best. That being said, you can't go wrong here. There's a reason why this place is the epicenter of craft beer in the South Bay. There's a reason why this place is always on the top list of the places you need to go for craft beer. And you are doing yourself a disservice if you haven't been here yet.
This is the beer mecca. I kid you not, the beer mecca. Because they are brewing some lethal concoctions that will have you wasting all your money on flights, driving. You won't even care. I live in the valley. I will drive through 3 hours of LA traffic just to get down here.
Trey made it rain on the cashier earlier.
I follow a lot of people on Instagram that are beer lovers, and I'm always interested to find out what the next new amazing beer is. And Monkish shows up every day. I swear to you. They have can releases at least like once a month, it seems like, and there are people posting them, and they're talking about how incredible it is. And they say that Monkish is the king of the Northeastern Style IPAs on the West Coast. And after trying these beers, I mean, I can't deny it. This is phenomenal. And now I see why people wait hours in line for beer. It makes sense. And if you love beer or you want to understand why a lot of people do love beer as much as they do, you should come to Monkish and try their beers. You won't regret it.
Agreed.
Cheers, guys. All right, guys, that's gonna do it here at Monkish Brewing. We had an awesome time. Thank you, Ivan and Heido, for your hospitality. Man, the beers were incredible. If you get a chance, come out to Torrance, California and check out this brewery. That's gonna be it for us. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Trey.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer.